What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at yet another and yet the final Cog-Less Transformers 1 AMK Yolopark figure, and I cannot think a better way other than to end the AMK Yolopark Cog-Less with none other than D-16 himself. And as you can see here, we have D-16 here on the packaging as well as D-16 right there in the middle. The Transformers 1 Yolopark emblems as well. He also does come with yet another T-Cog and as well as the jetpack. And I just have to say that this thing is sensational. And I love the artwork here. Here we have the Megatronus Prime patch there on his shoulder. And of course D-16 himself. So I am not going to waste any time looking at the box, as this box is already the same as the previous ones as well. So I am not going to waste any time jumping into this video. I'm just going to go ahead and get right onto the figure himself. And here we have D-16 out of the packaging and ready to be assembled. And I'm just going to put the box to the side right now. Yolopark information. Here we have the instruction manual for D-16. Here we have him here. And I just got to say, this thing looks really, really cool. So, absolutely do love these Yolopark figures myself. And here we have the action edition here of D-16 himself. So, this thing looks pretty cool. I absolutely love how they make these figures. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and put myself on a break, and we're going to come right back on into the video as we're going to go ahead and take yet another look at D-16 fully put together, and of course do side-by-side comparisons with the other figure. Alrighty guys, now here we have D-16 fully put together and of course assembled. And yet, I have to say that this is probably the best figure to close off the Cog-Less series. And I have to say that this thing looks absolutely sensational and very, very screen accurate, if I do say so myself. First things first, the color choice, the color design is completely there. You have the silver, you have that gray, you got the black, and of course you got the red within his chest. And of course, my personal favorite is the Megatronus Prime decal sticker there on his shoulder. This thing looks very, very screen accurate, and I just have to give a huge round of applause to Yolopark for making D-16 look absolutely sensational. Now, of course, this is way before he gets his T-Cog from Alpha Trion, and way, way before he becomes Megatron and rips Sentinel in half. So I definitely do have to say that this thing looks great. Very screen accurate, very screen-like, and I just am beyond words, honestly, when I'm looking at this character. When I was assembling him and putting him together, I was just smiling, and I was just very, very happy, honestly, and just shocked as to how amazed and how great this character looks. He just as he's just fallen down. This character is personally my favorite. Of course, I am a big huge Decepticon fan, and I definitely do love how they made D-16 look. I love the eyes. However, mine has a little bit of paint chips inside the left eye there a little bit, and of course the right eye, so I'll probably get a toothpick and probably try to scrape that out as much as I can off camera later on today. But this thing looks very screen and movie like accurate. So I'm gonna go ahead and put D-16 here. Let's go ahead and get B-127. Let's get Orion packs. If they can all fit in the frame here. Let me go ahead and back the camera up just a tad. And of course, let's not forget Alita 1. If I can go ahead, let me go ahead and pause the video real quick and get them all in the frame for you all to see. Alrighty, so here we have the gang all together, and of course, side by side, we have Orion Pax, Elita 1, D-16, and of course, B-127. Now, I definitely do have to say that these things are perfectly scaled to height. I gotta say that D-16 is completely taller than Bumblebee. Then again, Bumblebee is kind of bending his legs a little bit there in the frame and in the shot. But I can guarantee you and reassure you that he is a lot taller than B127. So here we have the entire crew from Transformers 1 all together. And I gotta say, these things look very, very screen movie accurate with each other. And I am just amazed, lost for words even, and just surprised on how well they combine and just make the entire uh, scenery looks sensational, especially if you have a Transformers 1 collection or if you have the movie poster like myself. I'm going to go ahead and probably do a YouTube short, probably later on today or maybe after this video, who knows, um, of the Cog-Less bots next to the Transformers 1 poster, and of course, how they look side by side once we get the Cog mode figures all together. So when we have the T-Cog bots put together and assembled, of course, we will go ahead and put these things side by side. And I am just beyond words right now. I am going to go ahead and get a backdrop really quickly to get it more movie accurate. So give me just 1 second. Alrighty, guys. So here's the scenery backdrop that I have for them. Um, if you have checked out the Micro Squadron Galaxy Star Wars video that I have on the channel of the AT-AT, you would be remember this backdrop from that specific vehicle. But I use it for my Transformers figures and my Halo figures as well. And I gotta say, it definitely brings out the characters a whole lot more. It brings more quality. It brings more scenery to the figures, in my opinion. So, which is why I kept such a background. And of course, it reminds me of the scene where they go to the surface on Cybertron and try to hunt and look for the Matrix. And I just have to say that this thing looks very, very nice. There we have the good scale comparison there with D-16 next to B-127. Elita 1 right following behind. And of course, Orion Pax. Of course, right next to Elita 1. So I gotta say that this thing looks very sensational. Great job by Yolopark, and I just gotta give them a huge round of applause, all in all, to make these Cog-Less figures look very screen and movie accurate. So I'm gonna go ahead and take away the other figures and leave D-16 to check them out further closer up, and of course wrap up the video as well. So let's go ahead and take another break, and let's go ahead and check out D-16 himself. So here we have D-16 on the turning table, and of course I went ahead and implemented the jetpack onto his back, as we do see it as well in the film again with the mining crew when Elita 1, Orion Pax, D-16, and of course the others are in the mines, and of course in the Iacon 5000. So as we take a look at D-16, we can see all the details. We see the jetpack, and of course we see the accessories that he does come with. Open hand, both open hands, two closed fists, and of course two pointing fingers. And I just got to say that this thing is personally my favorite. And I just absolutely do love how they made D-16 in the video. I'm going to go ahead and try to move the camera a little bit so you can see the texture and the course as well as everything else. I am just amazed on how great this figure looks all in all. I am just beyond words. Occasionally when it does come to videos like this, I've said it numerous times. But with these figures, when I was assembling them and putting them all together, and of course when you have them side by side, it just brings pure shock. It brings out pure gasp and amaze on how great these figures look to scale. I definitely do love Yolopark, and of course I love Blockies as well. So when it comes to these figures, when I do assemble them, other than just of course the Studio Series Transformers, these look a lot more detailed and of course way more graphic, they look more screen accurate, and of course they look very movie accurate indeed, as well, sorry, when it does come to videos, and of course to the product when it comes to these when I do them, and of course review them with you all. So as D-16 makes his final rotation around, I'm gonna go ahead and stop him right here. And I just have to say that he just looks absolutely amazing. And of course, the Transformers 1 um, saga, I mean, it's such a good movie. I wish we can get a sequel, a Transformers 2, to show how the war between Autobots and Decepticons become about. I hope we see a future sometimes really soon. I know Josh Cooley and Michael Bay are coming back with some more Transformers films in the future, so we'll just have to wait and see. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and continue to push videos out for you all to get it out there to enjoy, and as well to maybe, who knows, get into the hobby of collecting your very own Transformers figures as well, whether it be Studio Series, whether it be Yolopark, or of course Blockies. I say get out there and start collecting your very own Transformers figures. It's a great hobby. I have so many Transformers stuff up as well. So if you are into something, stay into it, and of course pursue and pursue and pursue what you love doing. I love doing this just to do it as a hobby, or maybe, who knows, we can grow the channel as well. So I would definitely do appreciate you all if you do share the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and of course check out the official Instagram account. I will be more active there to of course interact with you fans, to showcase what I have to do behind the scenes, how I do videos, and of course um, the collection that I have growing and growing as well. So definitely stay tuned for some more awesome content later on this week. I will go ahead and start posting more frequently on the Instagram, on YouTube, and as well as always, I will go ahead and catch y'all all in the next video. Peace out, guys.